welcome back to the channel. Thought I'd do this video on the Jordan Tatum Pink Lemonade. It's just arrived, already at the barbershop, but I thought I'd highlight a couple of details on this shoe. First things first, barbershop. On the back tab, nice black patent leather, which carries all the way around to meet up with this frame. Looks very nice, and the actual barbershop pull tab on the back is the best one we've seen yet. This is something I highlighted on the previous videos for the St. Louis and Welcome to the Zoo colourway. It was a bit flimsy, and unfortunately it makes another appearance on the Pink Lemonade. Not to worry though. So the actual detail in itself, we've got the gold stitching of the JT logo, Jordan logo, and the 5 stars on the back. So when JT gets a fresh cut, he says if you were like top 5 stars, you're top 5, mate. So in regards to the insole there, we've got the barbershop logo inside there, and one of them is red and the other one is blue on the underside. Very nice touch. I like that alternating colourway. The colour of this model is called coconut milk, kind of off-white colour. Nice refreshing look to the shoe with the black and the gold. I do like that, and then the zoom unit alternates colour against the underfoot. So very nice touches on the barbershop. However, this is the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. In my opinion, it's definitely the nicer looking colourway out of them all. Very strong summer vibes coming off the shoe. Very nice detailing on the shoe as well. Very small things. So first of all, this colour is called Barely Volt along the midsole. And we've got this pink tint, I believe it's pink tint, is that right? Yeah, pink tint. And the colourway itself is, it's in your face, but when it's on foot, it's actually really subtle. It's one of these shoes that when you look at it, you're like, oh, but when you actually put it on feet, it's really nice. So I'm actually quite pleased with how this colourway's turned out, even to the point of having these little kind of glue spots on the tongue, which I believe are supposed to be either bubbles or condensation on the outside of the glass for when you want to have a glass of pink lemonade. As JT says, there's nothing quite like it on a summer's day. So it's something that's obviously quite popular with him and his family. And then on the underside, nice refreshing look to the materials in terms of the colour scheme. This kind of light blue colourway, and we've got that yellow zoom unit in there as well. Very impressive colourway, very impressive shoe, and something to note is that although I have all 4 colourways that came out so far, I haven't been too impressed with the finishing quality on the shoe. Welcome to the Zoo St. Louis that came out, I had to order multiple pairs because there was so much excess glue on the outside of the shoe. I was a little bit disappointed by that, and you certainly don't want to be spending money on a brand new colourway that's coming out and then you have to return it because there's glue marks all over. Now it was pretty bad. I had to order a second pair of these as well because the glue had actually came, this is like a kind of suede colour on here, so when the glue was put on there, it just looked like a fingerprint. It wasn't even like a little dot, it was like somebody had actually smudged it. So that then begs the question, what are Nike or Jordan doing about the quality checks of the products before they leave the warehouse kind of thing, you know? So I was a little bit disappointed by that. However, the big problem is this part here of the foot. Now, this black patent leather goes round and stops, and then the actual plate of this frame comes round and stops. However, one of the pairs I had ordered, I believe it might have been the same shoe as the one that had the glue on it. The frame and the patent didn't meet up seamlessly like this. It was like one was overlapping the other, yeah, but it was off centre and it just looked terrible. So that was obviously a big no-no, got that one returned. However, again, inconvenience, but still got the shoe at the end of the day. This one, I haven't had any problems with in terms of the finish, which is good. But the one thing I will say is though, I'll get a close-up of this for you. The JT logo, the stitching of it is nice quality, however, these little bubbles that have been put on the tongue itself, they actually stitch over them. And because of that, it looks like there's been some sort of like bits missing, or the needle from the embroidery machine can't actually penetrate through that little glue bubble. So they've put the glue on first before they've embroidered the logo. for whatever reason, the order of the way things are going, I'm not entirely sure why they would do that, because to me the embroidery should take priority, but they've not, and it doesn't look great, if I'm honest. When you look really close, it kind of looks like loose threads, and that's a bit of a bummer. So I'm toying with the idea of ordering another pair to see if I can get myself a pair that actually matches. And if I do that, then that's every single pair that I've ordered. I've had to order at least a second pair to try and get a good pair finish wise. So a little bit disappointing, but hey, it's just one of these things, isn't it? So this back panel here on the Pink Lemonade, synthetic, nice and smooth. Inside the shoe itself, we've got slices of lemons for the Pink Lemonade theme. And again, it's just a really nice, refreshing colourway. A bit in your face, it might not be your thing. My wife hates it, but I like it. So at the end of the day, she's not going to be seeing me out and about with her wearing it, so she's happy with that. But a very, very nice shoe. Excellent feel tech-wise, and that's what I'm going to move on to next. So a couple of days ago, just by usual, I was getting some shots up at my local centre, and I took with me the LeBron 20 Cleveland Cavaliers colourway, I believe it was, and I took the Welcome to the Zoo colourway of the Jordan Tatum 1. Now, the LeBron 20, it's not a heavy shoe. I wouldn't say it's anything cumbersome or anything. I started off the session with that, got some shots up, get through a warm up, etc. Blah blah blah. Halfway through the session, like I usually do, I change shoes. So I put on the Jordan Tatum 1 Welcome to the Zoo colourway, and right away the weight difference is unreal. Like I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think when you put the shoe on to start off with, you will feel that they're light. But because if you've not been running around and playing in a shoe that's not even a little bit heavier, it's quite a bit heavier, even though the LeBron 20 is a light shoe. As soon as you put this shoe on afterwards, it's unreal. You know, you just notice the weight difference straight away. And ever since then, I thought, do you know what, like I really got a sense of appreciation for what Jordan have actually done with this shoe. I think they've really tapped into something. Now they did do this with previous Jordan models, more the more recent ones. However, this is something else entirely. Because they've obviously shaved off part of the outsole and they've only had put it in this little section here. Yeah, a lot of players do play on their forefoot because obviously coming to a dead stop or want to play on their toes for doing crossovers, etc. Blah blah blah. That makes sense. You know, it's functional. It's a functional setup. But when you combine that with the reduction of weight, then it really is something else. So I'd look forward to seeing the next Tatum model and the ones after that to see what direction they're going to go with this. Because I think this is something that is to be built off rather than try it once and then move away. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with that. But overall, very pleased. Again, got these 4 colourways, and the next colourways that have been released by Jordan are the denim colourway, the cool grey. You've got old school, and is it summer vibes? I think it's called. They were just recently released by the Jordan brand because Tatum is over in Paris right now for the Kawhi 54 event. So yeah, very pleased with this shoe. If you've not tried this shoe on, please go and try it on. It's really different. It's the only thing I can really say to give it any sort of justice is just you have to really experience it on foot to get it. And even at that, it might not even do it justice, because as soon as you start moving around a court and you break it in, it really does feel fantastic. So again, this is the Jordan Tatum 1 Pink Lemonade in the Barbershop colourways. St. Louis and the Welcome to the Zoo colourway are on my channel. Please go and check all my other videos out. If you've not subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Until next time.